I am stupidly late in making this video, but turns out that I messed up my timings. I thought that the direct was happening at 6 p.m. my time, but nope, turns out that it was actually at 3 p.m. my time, and I was asleep. So, yeah, I better get around making this video right now. But anyway, before we begin, I want to say that I honestly wasn't expecting this direct, because now, I'm aware that it was leaked 2 days, the day before, like 2 days before it was, it was like 2 days before it was it was announced. But I thought it was, as of course I thought it was fake, because, I mean, what would be the point of making a direct the week before one of the two most important events of 2025 in the gaming world? That being the Switch 2 Direct, the other one being the release date of GTA 6. But they released a Direct, and looking at the lineup, I can sort of figure out why. Because outside of 2/3 games, most of these games, actually, yeah, 4 games should I say more, most of these games are basically like low stakes games, and they're definitely saving the big bombs for the Switch 2 Direct. Regardless, we're going to tackle it, and of course they're going to start off with the HD remakes of Dragon Quest 1 and 2, which has been shown like hundreds and hundreds of times, so not going to dwell too much into that, also because I don't really care about Dragon Quest, amazingly enough. And actually, yeah, I don't want to ask if this is the last work that Akira Toriyama worked on, because there's like 50,000 things that Akira Toriyama might have worked before his death. So it's I guess it's okay. Okay, the spectrometer just froze for like a few seconds, and I thought the thing just crashed, but no, it's still going on. But anyway, yeah, Dragon Quest 1 and 2, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD, 2D, that's a mouthful, and of course, no sleep for Konami Date from the Somnium Files, which now I found out it's spelled I and not AI. But yeah, I guess this is now the third game in this franchise, and I haven't played the first 2 games, so I cannot say anything about that. Then we got Ride Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, which is the remaster of Devil Summoner, and I think I made it pretty clear that I really don't care about SMT, so that's a skip for me. And of course, Shadow Labyrinth, which is, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, it's the closest thing that we'll ever have to a Pac-Man Metroidvania. In fact, I wrote Pac-Man Metroidvania, what next? Because, I mean, seriously, at this point, what is the next thing to turn into Metroidvania? I want to say Mega Man, but Mega Man is already kind of a Metroidvania, but yeah, it's not a pure Metroidvania as far as I'm concerned, but yeah. Then, next up we got the remasters of Patapon 1 and 2, which, and the notes I wrote, wasn't this a PSP exclusive? Because I'm pretty sure, because I remember this was a PSP exclusive, and when did Bandai got the rights for it? I mean, I am going to assume that they got the rights when Sony disbanded Team Japan or Studio Japan, and Bandai got the rights. But still, that's a bit of a weird thing to see. What was a Sony exclusive game now on the Switch? I know you could say, well, Final Fantasy VII was a PS1 exclusive, and now it's on Switch. But yeah. And also, I wrote in the notes, I couldn't have updated the sounds, because if you heard, the sounds were a bit crushed. So I have either they wanted to keep, was this intentional, or I don't know. I'm assuming that's intentional, but still it's a bit jarring to hear the big crushed sounds for what's supposed to be like an updated re-release from a much more powerful console than the PSP. Then we got Studio Seasons Grand Bazaar, which I thought was actually a remaster, but no, it's not. It's a new game, and that's it's a farm sim, so whatever. And of course, there's the gameplay showcase of Metroid Prime 4, one of the 3 big hitters that I mentioned, 3/4 big hitters that I mentioned. And now, I know I'm gonna get crucified for this, but the showcase gave me a lot of Halo vibes. Now, I know that Halo and Metroid had that rivalry back in the day. I know somebody's going to say back when Microsoft actually cared about Halo, but judge just from the trailer, if you swapped Samus with Master Chief and made the planet, which I don't remember the name of, and turn it into a Halo ring, it fit so well it would be scary. In fact, I would not be surprised if somebody's gonna make the joke of the best Halo game is not a Halo game, because I could definitely see that. But then we got Disney Villains Curse Cafe, which not gonna lie, this game looks kind of cool. Yeah, that's just the premise, the fact that you're serving cafe to like the most iconic Disney villains is yeah, this game looks low key to be pretty fucking good, but yeah. Then we got Witchbrook, which another life simulator game, so whatever. And then we got what can be described like a half quickfire list, because The Eternal Life of Goldman, which another platformer slash Metroidvania. Gradius Origins with Gradius Origins 3. Gradius new. No, I don't know. It was Gradius 3 was Salamander 3. There we go. Which is a complete brand new game made for this collection. Which, by the way, I never heard of Gradius in my life, so apparently this thing is like 40 years old. So I mean, it's pretty clear that I'm ignorant of this kind of stuff. And then we got Rift of the Necrodancer, which I expect everybody to play it. Also because it has, and of course, of course in the trailer they announced DLCs. The two DLCs they announced was for Celeste, because it's going to be Madeline from Celeste and Peppino from Pizza Tower. So yeah, there's that. Of course, Zero Care. Then we got Tamagotchi Plaza, another game that I just scrolled through because I didn't care. And of course, the other big time game, that being Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, I have some conflicting thoughts about this game, because judged from the trailer, this game looks fantastic. But Pokemon, the situation with Pokemon has been so weird that it's weird to even say it's been so particular that I'm even struggling to come up with things to say, because I mean, this game could look great, then it came out and it's like the worst thing ever, because yeah. I'm struggling. This is such a complicated thing that I'm struggling to come up with words. But yeah, I mean, judging by the trailer, it doesn't look bad. I mean, my sister saw the trailer and said, "Yeah, this thing looks absolute trash." And maybe it does, but judging from, especially considering that the usual thing of Pokemon has fuck you on some money, yet their games look like PS2 tech demos. Now you got games like Xenoblade Chronicles 3 they only have they can only dream of a fraction of the money that Pokemon has, and yet Xenoblade Chronicles 3 looks fantastic. But yeah, it's a weird thing because Pokemon is in such a weird situation where even playing the 2D games, the good stuff the good games, it almost feels like that you're being part of the problem. But yeah, I'm just rambling about this thing. I'm sorry if I'm being confusing, but that's my current feelings about Pokemon. I have no idea what to feel about it anymore because this franchise has been so particular, because shit is so particular that I have no idea how to explain it. But yeah, maybe this game actually being like really really good, but I don't know. It's Pokemon, so anything goes really. Then we got Rhythm Heaven Groove, which the only thing I've wrote in my notes is, am I the only one thinking that the text-to-speech voice is a bit unsettling? Because, yeah, it kind of was. It gave me that feeling. It did not give me a good feeling at all. But Yeah, of course, somebody could say better text to speech that sounds selling than AI without than using AI voices without permission, but still, it's maybe I got too maybe it's been so long since I actually heard text to speech voices, but I don't know. And actually, text to speech voices I don't know. Also because maybe nowadays text to speech has actually gotten pretty good outside of AI stuff, but yeah. Anyway, and then we got the virtual game cards, which the thing that again, no, basically the way they explained it is that they're going to make the digital games work like you bought a physical cartridge, where you can swap digital game from one Switch to the next. Also, you can share the same game with other Switches that aren't yours but are connected to the family plan, and of course. And what I also assume is supposed to, also I think assume is what should make the Switch, no pun intended, the library transfer from Switch 1 to Switch 2 a lot more easier. Maybe without even the addition of NSO. Actually, I haven't seen any disclaimers about the NSO when they're talking about the transfers, but who knows. But honestly, it feels like that the virtual game cards is basically like the gimmick to actually allow to make to have the to switch library to transfer libraries from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2 without any other without needing an NSO. But yeah. And then we got the quickfire list, and the quickfire list includes High on Life, which, yeah, not exactly the type of game you'd want to release, considering what happened with Dan Harmon. Dan Harmon, that's the actor of the creator of Rick and Morty. Dan Harmon is like the actor of the voice actor of Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He's got nothing to do with anything, but yeah, the creator of Rick and Morty. Then we got Star Overdrive, The Wandering Village, King of Meat, Lose Lagoon, Fantasy Life 1, and The Girl Who Steals, and Fantasy Life 1, The Girl Who Steals Time. Then we got a remaster of Saga Frontier 2, a remaster, what I assume is, I'd say a collection of Monument Valley 1 and 2, plus what I assume is a brand new game in Monument Valley 3, a new game in Everybody's Golf, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots. Yeah, you can tell by the way I'm going through these remaining entries that I really don't care about them. Then is Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and then the game that I guess everybody was waiting for, Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. Now, in my notes, I wrote, finally people can shut the fuck up about this. But, honestly, I find it difficult to gauge if people were actually hyped about a new Tomodachi game, or it's like this big meme that everybody goes, oh shit, the next direct is gonna have the new Tomodachi Life game, trust. Like, this is the big meme, because of course you cannot tell context for text, but still. Maybe all of that is just a meme, but I don't know. I say it's a meme purely because now with that game you can make the me's with the text to speech voices say the worst shit possible, but yeah, it's a really difficult thing to say to gauge. But yeah, I assume people wanted a new Tomodachi Life game purely because of the memes. Maybe there's people who actually wanted it, but I don't know. My feeling is that most people wanted it purely because of the meme. And then, of course, we're gonna end the trailer with Shigeru Miyamoto and the announcement of the Nintendo Today app, which is basically the Nintendo News service on your phone, which makes sense. And honestly, I for a split second I thought that it was going to be the trailer for the second Mario movie, but immediately realized that's way too big of an announcement to be left out on what is basically like a throwaway direct for, and it's gonna be any news about the second Mario movie. It's gonna be either a proper direct or the Switch 2 direct. So, yeah, there's that. And that's basically the direct for March 27th, 1 week away from the much more awaited direct for the Switch 2, and yeah. So let's see what kind of bombs they're gonna drop for that game. And with that, see you over Switch 2 Direct.